Here with Coach Brooks from Clarence. They fell 3-2 to Orchard Park Saturday afternoon at Northtown Center in the large school semifinals, Western New York Fed. Coach, definitely a tough loss for you guys. You guys came in as the 6, playing a 3, and it was 3-2 heading into the third.
Right.
Just talk about your message to the team heading into that third period.
Well, we talked about eliminating some of the bad choices we had made. We made some bad decisions in the second period. I thought that allowed Orchard Park to tie it up. Obviously, we took a penalty and at the same time ended up with a second penalty, 5-on-3. And that was the go-ahead goal. That was the third goal. And breakdown in some coverage allowed them to tie it 2-2. And so if we eliminate the bad choices, and so what we talked about is using our speed. We got away from that in the second period. We did not play smart in the second period. And if we got back to that, we thought we would generate a lot of opportunities.
So basically it comes down to that 2-man advantage.
That hurt, but I think it was more than that because the entire period, Orchard Park seemed to have the edge in the second period. And if we came out in the third period and played like we did in the first, use our speed, play smart, get shots to the net, 3 S's, so to speak, not to be corny, but that usually works. And it worked in the first period. I thought it would work in the third, and quite honestly, I think we outshot them by a 2-1 margin. Had our opportunities, and we used Isaiah Corey had a wide open net, goes to put it in, and the puck bounces on and just goes over his stick. Nothing the kid could have done about it. Those kinds of things happen.
It was pretty much the last chance, real scoring opportunity you guys had.
Wide open, yeah, that could have tied it right there.
But your goalie kept you in it late. I mean, he came up with some dynamite saves early in the third.
Yeah, Matt did that the entire season. We were outshot almost every period, every game. And we were competitive every night. I mean, the record isn't all that indicative of the level of play. If just add 1 goal to a lot of games, we've 500 or a winning record. And that's Matt's credit.
Now that you're on the outside looking in, so to speak, who do you like in that next matchup, Niagara Wheatfield and Orchard Park? You played them both a ton.
Well, I mean, they're both tough. I mean, Niagara Wheatfield plays a good, strong physical game. They don't make mistakes. They don't allow cheap goals or easy goals. It's really hard to get a number of goals on them. And clearly they're a higher seed for a reason. Orchard Park, when they want to play, can beat anybody. They've proven it all year. So if they come with their game face on, it's going to be a 1-goal game.
Well, thank you very much, Coach. Appreciate it.
You're welcome, Coach. Josh Dannecker, Orchard Park, after a 3-2 victory in the large school semifinals over Clarence. Coach, talk about your team's big win today.
Sure. Obviously, Clarence put up a great fight. I mean, they came out, got some early ones on us. I think for us, it was a battle most of the day. I think Zell, starting after a couple of those goals early, he really started to lock it down. And, you can't give enough credit to that kid. He's carried us most of the season and, continued to play great in this one. A lot of shots late that he battled through. The young guys stepping up too. So we had some sophomores, Kinsman in particular, getting a beautiful goal, pass from Flynn. But some of the young guys really stepping up, and then of course our seniors, Jimmy Doran getting 2 goals in a game like today. He's an outstanding player. He's just a great gamer. I got the pleasure of coaching him in both soccer and hockey, and he had his best game in soccer in the playoffs. So it wasn't too much of a surprise for him to put his best game of the year here. And early on, he was the only guy skating hard, and I think we fed off of him and his energy, and I think Jimmy kind of lead us to this one. So
2 pretty close teams. I know
Sure.
It's a 3 versus 6.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
down 2-1 heading into the second.
Right.
Get that 2-man advantage.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what's the difference in the game?
it was huge. I mean, obviously composure in a game that's this tight, you got to stay composed. And we talked to our guys about that, not get frustrated, try not to go to the box. And, the ability to score on that power play, really helped us. So I think, you definitely want to be composed. You definitely want to, stay out of the box as best you can, especially with a team that's this close to you, that you've had battles with all year long. And, Coach Brooks, he knows what he's doing. He's got his guys ready to play. And they came out fast, and we were able to get a couple, and absolutely the power play was the difference for sure.
What'd you say to your team after that first period where they kind of jumped on you a little bit?
Yeah, we were backing up a little bit, and I think if you look at guys that we expected to come out skating hard, the Liam McGowans and even Ryan Niles and those guys they played nervous, and I think after that first period we said, guys, you got to really give it your full effort. You got to skate the whole time, put some pressure onto Clarence, and so we kind of switched the tables a little bit, playing a little more aggressive, going after them a little bit more, going after their D a little bit more in the corners, and as a result, we were able to kind of turn the energy a little bit.
Now you're playing in just a couple of days.
Absolutely.
Just your thoughts on, you guys were on a roll at the end of the year, had a couple of nice wins, and
Yeah.
now you're Wheatfield. That's been a back and forth.
Yeah, I mean, again, going into, this game, we'd watched the game before, and then they really, dominated Lockport. And we knew, going into this that, they're a potential matchup for us. And, they're a great team. They're big. They're physical. We're going to have to rely on, our goaltending. Zell's going to have to continue to play great. And, again, the energy level, is going to have to be there right from the start. You can't start slow against Niagara Wheatfield. They'll jump all over you. So.
Lastly, Coach, did you have to remind these guys that, hey, if we don't bring our A game from the start, we could end up in the same position we were last year?
Yeah. I mean,
Did that conversation come up?
We talked about it, and I think that's been, kind of a little bit of a hump we needed to get over, and I think that might contribute a little bit to our nerves in the first period, knowing that, you can get a goalie standing on his head and they can steal a game from you. And, last year that happened to us, and we're hoping, going into Niagara Wheatfield, we have Zell stand on his head and, pull the same upset for us. So, it can happen to you in a positive way, it can happen to you in a negative way. We're hoping against Niagara Wheatfield we get lucky and Zell comes through.
Thanks, Coach. Guys, great win today over Clarence. Just talk about, Jimmy, you can speak more of this. Last year, things didn't end the way you guys wanted to. Talk about getting over the hump of getting a playoff victory.
Yeah, definitely. This is a huge win for our program. Last year, super tough loss. We were the heavy favorite in that game. We missed the first seed by like 1 point, and that was super tough. We had outshot them 50-12 last year, and just couldn't find the back of the net, and we went home early. And the whole offseason, we were trying to get to this point, and glad we got the win today.
Zell, just talk about, you guys walk into that third period, or was it the second period? You guys walk in 2-1, you're down a goal, you guys get a break with the two-man advantage, and then they pump a couple in for you. What does that do for your confidence heading into the third period with a 1-goal lead?
Oh, it definitely raises my confidence knowing that I got a team that can help lift me up and help my game out, build my mental confidence, and set me up for the win.
Do you feel like that to start out they kind of got a jump on you when they got that first goal and they led after the first period?
Yeah, definitely. When a team scores on the first shift against you, it's scary. Especially last year. The whole bench, thought about last year Niagara Falls and how they scored first, and the leaders on this team, the seniors, had to step up, and I think we did that. So.
What was said during that first intermission?
First intermission, it was kind of the same thing we said last year. We're the better team, and we just got to find the back of the net earlier.
It's starting to get a little chippy. You can tell. They had a couple guys go off for penalties, and then you guys had a couple calls on you guys as well. Just talk about how this game can kind of turn into, how it can get ugly, and you got to kind of be aware of the situation and not do anything stupid, because you're up a goal. They have a pretty good team as well. Just talk about not letting the emotions get to you, and having to sit down for a minute 30, put your team in a tough position.
Yeah, definitely. It's playoff hockey. It's do or die. But it can go one goal either way, and I think a penalty can just kill a team. Momentum and stuff like that. So I think we did our best to stay out of the box. We got a break in a 5-on-3 there, and we capitalized, and I think that was the turning point of the game.
There was I think with just a few minutes left, one of the players had a look at almost a wide open net, I want to say. I don't know if you saw that, and the puck just went over a stick. What was going through your mind there? Was your heart pumping?
My heart wasn't pumping too much. I got over and I was watching the puck, and I was actually ready for the shot, and I was hoping to get a shot to build my confidence for the end of the game, but it never came. But we got the puck out, and we were able to hold on there, and we got the win.
team did a pretty good job of keeping the shots to the outside.
Team did a very good job. I could see everything, could track it in to my body and get the whistle, and worked out.
So now you got Niagara Wheatfield.
Yeah. Haven't lost to them. We will not lose to them.
All right. Want us to edit that out?
No. Let them know. We're coming.